11 of DMD250, Intro to Data Visualization. Okay, this week we have nothing new going on this week because this week is basically a free swim week, which is being used to complete your illustrated map project, which is Project 3. So, of course, we are continuing to explore wayfinding. You're going to be using diagrams, maps, typography, and whatnot in this assignment. You should be well underway on your illustrated map. So I have no new consumables this week. I have nothing else due. I'm not introducing anything else new because I want you to work this entire week on making the best illustrated map you can possibly make. So, of course, remember, this is Project 3, your illustrated map project, which revolves around your commute. It is the route from your home to school, or whatever route we agreed on if your route from home to school doesn't really make sense. So you, of course, have mapped out what that route looks like. You have identified some points of interest along the way, a minimum of 6 points of interest. And remember, these can be famous points of interest, like something that we would all be aware of, or they could be points of interest that are just interesting to you. It could be your favorite hot dog stand, or your favorite donut shop, or a place you get your car fixed, or your favorite library, or whatever. So points of interests are completely up for interpretation. They could be architectural, they could be natural, maybe there's a nice waterfall or a lake or a stream that you really like. They could even be a person, whatever makes sense for you. So you should have those identified. You should have a little write-up about each one. Those could be done in bullet points, a couple of short sentences, a very short paragraph, fun facts about each one, or interesting facts. Just keep them relatively short. And, of course, you have to have visual representations of not only the map itself, but, of course, these various points of interest. And you're going to be putting this all together using Infogram. Or, of course, you could use Adobe Spark, you could use Adobe Illustrator, Microsoft Excel, Apple Numbers, pretty much whatever digital tool that you are comfortable with. Now, the mapping tools in Infogram are probably your best bet for this, but I'm leaving it open to other digital tools because maybe you want to try something else, or maybe you're comfortable with something else and you want to employ that for this particular project. Now, of course, it says here at the end of the project description, be sure to leave enough time to play and explore. So this is why this week nothing else is going on other than getting this done. Don't forget the specifications, right? It's going to be 11 by 17 or 792 by 1224 pixels. It could be either a vertical map or a horizontal map. It's entirely up to you. Be sure to leave a little bit of a margin all the way around, either 1 inch or 20 pixels. It's going to be in full color. And if you're doing it in Infogram, make sure you supply us with the web link into Canvas so we can see it. Or if you're doing it using a different piece of software, make sure to convert that to a high-resolution PDF. Note that there is an extra credit possibility for this assignment if you would like. And remember, of course, these illustrated maps can be in any visual style you want. These are just some of the examples we looked at in class. Different types from fully painted illustrated to real simple sketchy drawings to even more sketchy drawings to cartoon style and so on and so forth. You can use iconography and pictograms or pictographs, so you can make it very sort of geometric looking if you would like. Whatever style you're comfortable with. So if you haven't really sort of decided on these things yet, then you definitely want to get that settled this week because it's due at the end of the week. Now, when we see each other this week, we are going to, you guys are going to show where you are with the project. So you're going to submit wherever you happen to be. We'll consider this sort of a last-minute draft review, be able to give you some last-minute feedback, and that'll give you a few days to touch it up and get it turned in, okay? All right, so I will see you a little later in the week. If you get stuck, if you need some help, if you want some feedback early, you know where to find me. Either email me or poke into the Zoom office hours, either on Monday or Friday, and I will talk to you soon. Happy math.